Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am Sunique and some of my pre-orders have come from Oneness Emporium, so super excited about that. So in this box that came yesterday, isn't this beautiful, beautiful envelope? Yeah, let's unbox it. So Cheryl always includes some cards from other decks, which I find really useful, you know, making decisions as to whether it's a deck that I would quite like in my collection or not. So that's always useful. So this time we have a red envelope instead of the black one, which we normally get the black ones, don't we? So yeah, in time for Christmas. Christmas, don't. Anyway, yeah, we've got a red sticker now. Yeah, front and back. In this one, I had a peek. We've got 3 of the little mini versions of decks. So I think that's Angels and Ancestors, Kyle Gray. That one is the Shaman deck, I think. I've got these 2 decks anyway, the Crow ones in normal size, but I think that's the new one in the smaller size that are coming out now. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful card. And yeah, MJ Cullinane Crow deck, Crow Tarot. Like I said, I've got the full version of that, which I think I bought it direct from MJ. Yeah, so lovely. Anyway, we have a card that says Merry Christmas. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for Christmas. Are you ready? No. And as Cheryl said to me in a message, I know how you love paper. So look what we've got here. Ho, ho, ho. That is beautiful, and it's sort of glittery as well, which is nice. And I've got here a deck I was not sure about, I'm going to be completely honest. I was like, I don't know if this is for me, really. I've seen a couple of videos of the deck, and it's very pink, which is really not my jam. I've just put the box to one side, and I'll take the cellophane off while I'm talking. But yeah, the whole pink vibe isn't my aesthetic. Although that yellow seems to go with my knitted cloth. I think the sun's gonna go in pretty soon. It's late afternoon and we've been having storms, and the sun has finally decided to come out. The kayak was blowing a hoolie. I thought we were going to get blown off the side of the cliff. Yeah, it seems to be one storm after another at the moment. Anyway, back to the deck. Goddess of Love Tarot by Gabriella Herstick. Illustrated by Julia Popescu. Snakes for hair. Snakes for hair, I wonder what that means. So this is the side. A book and deck for embodying the erotic divine feminine. And then, yeah, it says the same on the other side. This is, who's published this? It says Teacher, Tarcher Perigee? Oh gosh, I can't speak today. Tarcher Perigee, which I've never heard of before. So what does it say on the back? It's got the socials there for the contributors. Snakes for hair, so that's interesting, isn't it? Whether you are new to the tarot or a long-time enthusiast, this radiant 78 card deck and companion book are for anyone who wants to empower themselves through a deeper relationship with the goddess of love and sex in all her manifestations. With Gabriella Herstick as your guide into the mysteries of the divine erotic, learn specific tarot spreads to assist in connecting to the energy of love and lust, as well as how to work with the cards to create rituals, prayers and devotional offerings to the goddess and yourself. Through this deck and the goddess of love, come back to the body, the flesh and the heart as your temple and most sacred source of power. As you can probably tell, the lights have just gone. So I might actually have to put some, I've got some lavender on the back here. I might actually have to put some daylight bulbs on, just so we can see the deck properly. Okay, I've put some lighting on the subject, so let's have a little look anyway. So it's just a lift off box, there's no thumb holes or anything to help. We can see a lot of Venus energy, I think, here. That's the inside of the box, it's just plain inside. Here we have the book. So Gabriella Herstick is the author of Inner Witch, which isn't a book I know. This is the guidebook, all in pink, which I hope my eyesight will be able to read, because it's not the easiest colour to read, is it? It says on the back, "May the goddess of love bless you and keep you. May she guide you deeper into the mysteries of your heart. May she hold you on your journey in perfect love and perfect trust. And may these cards be keys that unlock her energy within you." Okay. So the book is (123 pages long. Ends with the King of Pentacles. There's nothing in the back there, just straight ends. And what do we have in the front? So I think Julia Popesco's handle is Snakes for Hair. Would look that way. So, your heart is calling. I'm just going to turn that around. I think we've got some shadows going on here. Let's try and get some light on it. Not easy. Oh dear. Might help. We shall see. Okay. I'll read it for you because I'm not sure if you can actually see it anyway. Let's just try and zoom in a bit and see if you can. It might pick up. We'll see. Your heart is calling and the keys to unlock its sacred mysteries are in your hands. Welcome to the Goddess of Love Tarot. The tarot is a portal into the esoteric. To enter requires trust, honesty and vulnerability. For the cards to do their job, you must meet them halfway by opening your heart to their possibilities. Like the goddess, the tarot unfolds at your truest intention to meet the situation at hand. This deck is also a gateway to the temple of the goddess of love and sex. This temple may exist in sacred spaces around the world, but the only one you need is the most sacred one of all, your heart. Work with this deck for all matters of lust and love. Romance and pleasure are where the goddess resides, so you can use it to explore a booty call, lovers and casual sex, a committed relationship or relationships, friendship, patterns around family, love of all kinds, the shadow of love and lust, sex, pain, transgression, the taboo and the subversive. More than anything, this deck can be a conduit to the divine erotic, the living force of sexuality that permeates the universe. And none of us would be here, would we, without, lust. So it talks about what the tarot is about, and the major and the minors, how to read the tarot, cleansing the deck, preparing the space, blessing the cards, tarot spreads. So we have a card of the day, 3 card spreads. We have, quite a few 3 card spreads and a 6 card spread. So this might be a nice one for clients, mightn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking. Got a Celtic cross for the heart. Other approaches, meditation, talismans. Yeah, lots of different things. Journals. And then we're into the cards. Okay, so the Fool, right, some of the cards have been renamed. The Fool is now the Void, the Goddess is Shakti, and the elemental correspondence stays the same, it's still air. We get a write-up of the card, we get an affirmation, a journal question, and then a ritual. So we'll have a look at some cards and the guidebook after we look at the cards themselves. So yeah, that's the book. Okay, that looks like a good book actually. Okay, so the cards are wrapped in loosely, thankfully, in some plastic there. Oh, it's just came apart. Okay, we've got two finger cutouts to get the cards out, which doesn't really work. So we'll just do that, shall we? There's no ribbon in there to actually help. We've got pink and white clouds, which I think is that a yoni? Maybe, or is it just pink and white fluffy clouds? Am I reading into this? Possibly. Okay, let's have a look at the cards. So we start, instead of the Fool, we have the Void. Got quite a border on this. It's red, it seems red, which is strange because I thought it was a pink border. Okay, so it's a red border. Got the cosmic egg, I think, here. About to be birthed from the yoni. Well, there's a lot of symbolism, I think, in these cards, you know. I think that's what we're going to get here. The Enchantress. Okay, so we have some goddesses. Okay, so this is completely out of order, because now we're on to the Two of Swords. Why is this deck out of order? That's strange. Okay, I will come back in a sec. I'll just sort it into order. Okay, I've sorted it into order. That was really strange. It was all out of order. I don't know what's happening there, and the band around it was very, very loosely put on. I don't know. It just seems a bit strange. It's quite thin cardboard. It's a nice spring to it, but I think it will warp quite easily. Okay, so where were we? So we looked at the first two cards. So that would have been the Fool and the Magician, and instead we have the Void and the Enchantress. So yeah, High Priestess is an Egyptian feel, with Isis as the High Priestess, which is very fitting. The Empress, which looks like our Venus. So it's a collage deck. Dolphins jumping out of the water there, and we've still got the sign for Venus there. We get on the Rider-Waite-Smith. So instead of the Emperor, we have Sovereign. Got some flames going on here with a statue and a candle. I don't know how to actually pronounce that. Hierodule instead of the Hierophant. Very Eastern feel. We have the Lovers, which is more reminding me of Thoth actually, and the Lust card, which is fitting actually when you think what the premise of this deck is. We've got a sun and a moon and a star riding some sort of, how many heads is that? 1, 2, 3, 4-headed beast. Seems quite a deep deck, you know. This, I think it will be. So the Chariot, we've got two beautiful leopards. You know, leopard skin is sort of synonymous, isn't it, with beautiful, sexy ladies. I'm thinking Bet Lynch in Coronation Street and a leopard skin coat. And, yeah. Anyway, here we have Lust instead of Strength. So it is sort of following a Thoth system, I think. And we have a hermit, the broken heart, and some ripe peach. No, what are they? Pomegranates? I think they're pomegranates. So I wonder if that's something to do with Persephone. Wheel of Fortune. That's beautiful. And we have balance instead of justice. Okay, so we've got a figure here, but whose hands are they? It's a bit of a... We've got some more pomegranates there. Daffodils. Oh, look at this hand one. Kali for death, of course. Of course Kali's there for death. More Kali. Temperance. The devil. Snake energy as well. You know, this sort of looks like Liz Taylor in the background. I wonder if it is. The Tower. Some crystals. Ooh. So we have this phallic symbol here with what looks like blood on it, and we have this, well, it looks like a vagina to me, bleeding. Wow. Gosh. I suppose we should confront these things, you know, when we've been abused. Maybe it's something to actually try and heal. Well, it is something to try and heal. So this is Inanna. The moon. Got a scarab beetle. Where did I see it? Just recently, that if you look at the top of a human head and you look at a scarab beetle from this perspective, they look the same. Things you learn along the tarot journey are amazing. The sun, oh, look at the lion energy there, and the axe. Gosh, very Egyptian. Judgment. And the world. So we're back to this egg again here, but now we've got more experience. We've been through the journey of the Fool. We've been into the void and we've come out of the other side, I would think. Okay, let's have a look at the minors. So I've put them in the order that I like to have my decks when I first want to look through them, and so I'm starting with the Ace of Wands. So instead of a wand we have a rose that is in full bloom and what looks like an atomic explosion. Gosh. Two of Wands, very confronting. We're staying with the roses, so maybe for wands now the rose, yeah, it looks like the rose is the actual wand. Three, we have a unicorn. Four, home in the clouds. Five, six. Sort of quite pippish really, aren't they? Seven, eight, volcano, a bit fast energy when it erupts, isn't it? 9, dancing maidens. The 10. Okay, so instead of a page we have a maiden. And she's on fire. Okay, so we have a witch instead of the knight, but we still have this supportive energy. queen is a queen. And then the king is the crone. That's refreshing. Cups. So we've got Venus on the cup here, and we have a swan in stormy water. Two of Cups. Got a dove of peace there. Three. The cherubs. Pearls. Yeah, pearls in a rose. The four. So we have the structure there. The Five of Cups is looking very much like a Three of Swords. Interesting. So on all of these cup cards we've got pearls and we've got pink roses, I think. Red roses. Yeah, we've got pearl shell there. The six is a mermaid. There's the tail. Seven. Eight. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Nine of Cups. I like that one. 10. It's a lot of, yeah, obviously water in the background of these cups. The Maiden. The Witch. Queen. Swan, I think, some sort of bird, and the crone with a mirror. So the background in all the ones is like this pink, and then the background in the cups is water. Looks like a whirlpool, and it looks to be exactly the same background in all of the cup cards. Missed a trick there, because we could have used the energy of water as a further influence of the card, couldn't we? So like the Five of Cups could be very stormy water. Anyway, that's my thoughts. So do we have the Swords, Mountains maybe? The Ace. Oh, we have a pyramid for the two. So the three instead of a heart is an awakened rose. Wide open there. That's the thing I think about the Three of Swords, isn't it? Once you've seen or experienced something, it changes you forever. You've seen it, you can't close your eyes to it anymore. And I think that's a vital message of the Three of Swords. 4. No one lying prone in this one. However, we've got a butterfly in various stages. 5. Barren landscape. 6. It's got that swan in the sea. So we're repeating some motifs, I think. 7. Some moths. 8. 9. Oh, 10. Down to the bone. A Maiden of Swords with a rainbow. And some daffodils, I think. Witch. I like that. That's the sword in one hand and the heart, flaming heart in the other. The sword is in the right hand. Queen. And the crown. Wow, what beautiful crown energy. The wise owl there. Yes. I like that one very much. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. So we have a lotus flower. And then we have this sea in the background, which is like, well, I can never remember his name. Okay, I just looked it up. It's The Great Wave of Kanagawa. And it's by Hokusai. Love that image. And here we have it. Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of growth there. And Saturn, I think. Yin Yang. Whoa. There's lots of imagery on that one. Three. Working together. And there's lots of pomegranates as well on these cards. We have a key for the Four of Pentacles. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Big Venus symbol in the background there. Maiden. That mirror again. The Witch with a unicorn. The Queen. And finally the Crown. Well, this is no Rider-Waite-Smith clone, is it? This is its own deck, and it might be fun if you've got this deck, or if you're thinking of getting this deck, to actually, it's a thought I had, is to actually find the cards that have like the same symbol in it. So, I mean, we saw it with the egg, with the Fool and the World card. But there's lots of repeating symbols in these cards, so it might be an idea, you know, just for a bit of fun. I'm not going to do it today, but I might do it myself, is to find a recurring image. So the swan here on the Ace of Cups also appeared on another card. There we go, I found it as well. Six of Swords. So why have we got a swan on the Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords? You know, it might be an idea to sort of see if there's a connection there. Or these gold drops of crystal. Yeah, so that might be a nice thing to do, because we've got, I mean, these Ace of Cups and Six of Swords have both got this like swirling sea in the background with a swan on it. They've both got these here or there droplets of what looks like maybe diamonds or something, and they've both actually got the same colour rose on it, even though they're different suits. So they're very similar. Why? You know, that might be something to do. That might be a fun thing to do. Let's have a look at a few cards anyway. Let's have a look at the Chariot. So we'll have a look at a major, a court and a minor. So I've just randomly picked these. So the Chariot, the Witch of Cups, which would be the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm just going to look at those in the guidebook and see what it says. So this is Freya here. Astrological correspondence is Cancer, which is the same as the Golden Dawn system. Right, there's a lot here. To be guided by the divine force of love within you takes a certain type of surrender. The Chariot, a vehicle of light, is your transportation. Use your heart and vision on your spiritual journey, aligned with your will, purpose, or whatever word you want to use to describe the reason you incarnated on this earth. Besides providing direction, this card points the way towards sex and the body. Freya, the Norse goddess of sexual love, embodies following the path of the heart and body deeper into the self. Freya rules over lust, love, and war. She is one of the members of the Vanir, the group of Norse gods associated with health, fertility, and fortune-telling. Freya is a goddess of the wild, feral, ecstatic experience of love and sex, and the darkness that comes out of this devotion. Although she is married, she represents following your personal will and authority in love and life. The chariot mirrors your inner vision and the voice within, illuminating where to take a leap of faith, surrendering to the divine timing of the universe. The chariot also means trusting the body, self-love, and your wildness, where the divine erotic is unleashed as an embodied force. The Hebrew word for chariot is merkava, and the merkava is a vessel of light that can transport the spirit into different realms of existence. The chariot likewise ushers you into the realm of the goddess, when love and authentic self-expression are your guides. When it comes up reverse, slow down and think about your direction. It can mean the need to re-evaluate a decision, a move, or a new beginning. Then you get an affirmation. I am guided on all planes and always by the depths of wild and divine love. And then we have a journal question. When I take time to centre in my body and heart, what do I feel? And then we have a ritual, which I'm not going to go into. What I'm going to do is look at the Witch of Cups. So we have less text for these, so there's no ritual, but we do still have an affirmation and a journal question for the court. Okay, so the Witch of Cups is the love witch, whose chalice is filled with a couture potion for those who inspire and seduce her. She weaves spells through her flesh, heart and body. She is a vision of love embodied. But she is not a passive force. Follow her quest for the holy grail of romantic and divine love, with the flame of the goddess in your heart. You are being called forth to ride your golden horse to turn your most divinely perverse fantasies into reality. This is a card of seduction and flirtation, so embrace the desires of your heart. Perhaps you know someone who is led by love in this way, and who you may turn to for inspiration, guidance, or erotic experience. When this card shows up reversed, you have been swept away by the current of love without finding any footing in the world of action. That is too much fantasy and not enough action to achieve the desired result. Okay, so then you get an affirmation and a journal question, and then let's have a look at the Seven of Pentacles. So this is Saturn in Taurus, which is why we have yeah, that's an explanation. Saturn in Taurus. Yeah, I wondered why this was here, but that's why. Okay, the hard work you've put into building a life aligned with the goddess has taken a life of its own. The Seven of Pentacles is a pause, a long sigh, followed by admiration for the work you've done. This shift in focus allows you to see how far you've come and to use this to inspire you to keep going. This card also reflects a sacred marriage in the material realm and the concept of mothering something that can sustain itself. It is the dedication put into a relationship, job, spiritual practice or home that is then able to grow on its own. This is one of the alchemical formulas reflected when two energies coalesce into something that's greater than the sum of its parts. Look at what you've nourished and then step back and allow it to evolve. When this card is reversed, it reflects a breach in this trust, a feeling of abandonment around your commitments. It also can mean a disappointment in what's being built, that the work or effort doesn't seem like it's been worth it. So yeah, that's very a Rider-Waite-Smith interpretation, isn't it? But done in a different way. So yeah, this is going to be, it's a surprising deck, I think. As I keep saying, I'm adding decks to my collection that I haven't got anything like, you know, I've got nothing like this, and I think it might be really useful actually in love readings. So yeah, that's my first look and a little exploration of the Goddess of Love Tarot. by Gabriella Herstick. I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for being here, I do appreciate it. Until the next time, friends, bye now, bye.